Yep. So as we're going to be moving on to another feature match that we have access to here, Andrew Tenjum, one of the Open Series most successful players, and Cam Adkins. Andrew with the black splash red devotion build and Cam on Esper.
I would not have guessed that he's an Esper player given the sunglasses.
Threw you off the
It threw me off a little bit, yeah. So we are in game 3 here. It looks like the black-red devotion deck. Wow, is able to cast the Slaughter Games here. Slaughter Games, a card that we have not seen a lot of in a while. I would guess it's going to name Sphinx's Revelation or possibly Elspeth, but we will get confirmation pretty soon.
It has seen a bit of an uptick in popularity in the face of Esper being as good as it is in the metagame right now. And I really like Andrew Tenjum's sideboard. He has 1 copy of it, and he's supplementing it with other discard spells. Of course, he has 4 Thoughtseize main, a Duresses main deck, 3 Duresses in the sideboard. I don't like decks that have 3 copies of Slaughter Games against Esper, and that's the entire plan, because they can still easily win the game with Elspeth or Jace or whatever, even if you take the Revelations. But using Slaughter Games as a supplemental haymaker alongside a bunch of 1-mana discard is a plan I really like.
Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense because, again, you don't always want to draw the Slaughter Games, but there are times where, a timely Slaughter Games can be proved to be pretty effective. So we just saw here, Andrew was able to take all of Cam's Sphinx Revelations. Now he's going to be really hard-pressed to kind of come up with a kind of answer because Andrew has the 3/1 unblockable in play, Lifebane Zombie, along with the Mutavault. And Cam just has a counterspell and a Supreme Verdict in his hand. So he plays a Temple of Deceit Scryland. He's going to put a Supreme Verdict on the bottom of his library, and he's going to cast one to deal with the Lifebane Zombie.
Yeah, at this point, that Andrew is aware of the Supreme Verdict. He's not going to play into it any further, and Cam needs to be concerned about preserving his life total.
Yeah, so it looks like Andrew might have a Duress in his hand, along with a, looks like it might be a Gray Merchant.
And a Mutavault, it looks like.
Wow, so pretty good hand here. He's going to cast a Duress, and Syncopate gets cast. So probably not going to pay for Syncopate there. And so now Cam is out of cards, and he has no more Sphinx of Revelations in his deck to kind of get back that advantage.
And Tenjum has a great setup, it looks like, post-board against a deck like Esper, with 8 1-mana discard spells, a bunch of Mutavaults, the Slaughter Games that we referred to before. Just a player that's definitely correctly anticipating how popular this matchup was going to be.
Wow, so Andrew plays a Temple, Cam plays a Temple of Silence, and he just has to put attention at the bottom of his library because it doesn't help you against Mutavault. So Cam is going to drop now to 5, and he is now on a 1-turn clock. Let's see, can we get an Elspeth here? And it looks like it might be, is that a Jace? So Jace, not a bad draw here. It will keep him alive a turn if he upticks it or if he wants to try to dig for Elspeth.
Yeah, he has 6 mana left over, so digging for Elspeth's pretty attractive, and it looks like that's what Cam's going to do.
And he's slowly, looks like he's going to do it. And oh, wow. So that's not bad. He gets another Jace, so now he can play the Jace, and now he can uptick it and buy himself a turn.
Yeah, he potentially gets another shot at doing this next turn.
Yeah. And definitely, depending on what Andrew does, if he wants to attack the Jace, or does he want to just attack Cam? I think he might have to, I don't know, maybe you want to attack Jace here?
Well, I think I like going after Cam's life total here a little bit, because even if you attack the Jace down to 2, he still gets to reveal 3 cards. If you do not deal any damage to Cam, then it means that another Gray Merchant potentially doesn't get you out of it. So I think you had to kind of get yourself in range here.
Yeah, so because all your creatures are basically going to attack for 1, so the most you can do is 3 damage. Could you potentially split it up? Maybe. Nah, it doesn't matter. I think either way, he's going to be able to get an activation off of Jace, so I'm with you. You probably just drop Cam down to 2, I think.
Well, I think there's potentially an argument for splitting depending on Andrew's exact outs here. Because you still, let's imagine Cam finds some removal spells or a Supreme Verdict and something to deal with these Mutavaults so the game keeps going. It's possible that you can get Cam to a point where whatever your outs are, Gray Merchant or what have you, still kill him, and you do some damage to the Jace.
Yeah, because Cam has cards like Fiendslayer Paladin after board. That is another potential out, along with the Elspeths. So let's see here. It looks like Cam does drop Cam down to 2, or Andrew drops him down to 2. And there's nothing there revealed. So Cam Adkins falls to Andrew Tenjum. Andrew Tenjum's Black-Red Devotion deck. He is now sitting at 4-1, whereas Cam Adkins in his Esper deck, he is now sitting at 3-2. He's got 3 more rounds. But again, this is one of those things where we saw earlier on